For more than 40 years, La Alianza Hispana has been serving and strengthening Latino communities in Boston. The mission continues by meeting new challenges, including the needs of people recently displaced by hurricanes from Puerto Rico. To tell us about the Hope Begins Here celebration happening this Saturday is the marketing manager for La Alianza, Camila Caldwell. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, Camila, talk about this campaign about Hope Begins Here.
Well, so this is an event we're trying to do it every year, and it's called Hope Starts Here. And what we want to do is make sure people know they have someone to hear them. And especially Latin people, they know they have a place where they can go. So, most of the nonprofits make like a big gala or a big event, and we don't want to do that. We want to make something free for the community, and they can just go and enjoy food, music, activities for kids, and we want to make sure they know we are there for them.
When people want someone to talk to, what are the urgent things they want to talk about?
Well, it's a lot of things. Like we have programs from 0 to 80, 90 years old. So they have a lot of things happening around Boston right now. So it's people don't have access to education, or they don't have access to like the public system, like the health system. So we make sure they can access to that. So we just refer them and go with them to the places and help them to find these programs, because most of them are Hispanic or Latino and they don't speak English, so they just don't know what to do or where to go.
Well, in recent months, there are a number of people who've come to Boston from Puerto Rico because of all the hurricane damage last year. What have you been helping them do?
Correct. So first, Chris, I want you to imagine if you have been living here in Boston for your whole life, and one day you wake up and you have to leave your country. You have to go to another country where you don't know the language, you don't know the culture, you don't know how things are in there. Like things as simple as going to the bank, you don't know how that works, right? So these people came here and they came knowing nothing about Boston or United States. And what we did, first, we taught them how things work here, because it's different, like taxes, how everything is different. And then we make sure they had like a place to stay. They have access to education. They have access to health programs. And with some of them, we put them to work with us. So they are as volunteers, or they are helping us, and they have a job working with us.
And tell me a little bit about what your volunteers do exactly.
So as I say, we have a couple programs, but most of them are with the elders programs, and they help the elders to do the basic things. They feed them or go into the bathroom, just at the La Alianza location. So we help them just do the basic things.
Now, I imagine with elders, it's different from younger people. They come here, they pick up English usually pretty quickly. Elders, they don't pick up new languages. They're
Correct.
Isolated. Tell me, how important it is just for them to have someone to come in every so often and talk to them?
That's a program that touched my heart, because they go there every morning from 7, 8 in the morning to 1:30 p.m. And they stay there, they have games, so they play with other people, and they have lunch, they play bingo the whole day long, and it's just amazing to see how they are so happy. Like if you see the videos we have in our website, they are dancing like better than young people. They love to dance, to sing, and they are just like having a great time. So that's what we say, instead staying home and being bored, you can come here with us and you can just have a fun time,
A lot of people these days are very anxious about immigration status, immigration enforcement, and sometimes they're confused. Can they get some help with that?
So we can refer them, because we don't have like the legal service. So we can refer them to people that do the legal service. But yeah, we have like the referral program when we say, okay, you can go to this person and talk about this case specific.
Talk about the history of La Alianza a little bit, because it started at a time when almost all the Latinos in Boston were either Puerto Rican or maybe a few Cubans or Dominicans. Today we have people from Central America, Colombia. Just talk about keeping pace with all that cultural mix.
We have people from everywhere, and it's lovely because we all speak Spanish, but it's a different Spanish. So it's funny because sometimes I can't understand what a person from Puerto Rico is saying, because it's a different Spanish. But I think when we all came here, we know we are equal. we are the same. So we have to like be together because we are a minority here, and it's peace. It's completely peaceful, and you learn from them like learn from you, and it's just peaceful in there.
We should finally get into some of the details about the Hope Begins Here event on Saturday, and we should tell people the time and the location.
Yeah, so we are located at 1000 Mass Avenue. It's right next to the South Bay Mall, and the event is going to be from 1 to 3 p.m. This event is probably going to be raining, but we're going to do it because we have a big location, so we're going to be inside. We're still doing it even if it's raining.
And you should have some train service there too, right?
Yes, yeah.
And finally, we should imagine if people want to find out more about what your organization does, you've got the website they can check out as well?
So we have a Facebook page, it's La Alianza Hispana, and we have a website, it's laalianza.org.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
And Camila Caldwell from Alianza Hispana.